Because I think Floyd at his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter.
Mayweather, with all the tools that Terence Crawford has, I will pick Terence Crawford to beat a prime Mayweather.
A lot of comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd, and I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Max Kellerman reveals why Terence Crawford facing Floyd Mayweather would be a fight worth seeing. He praises Crawford as the best undisputed fighter today and acknowledges Floyd's greatness in his prime. According to Kellerman,
at his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter, but in those kind of matchups, I think defense usually beats the offense.
I don't. Because Terence Crawford got more to bring. He got more to bring to the table.
He's a great fighter.
Floyd Mayweather got the little shoulder roll. I get it. Controls distance. But Terence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the Sam Judah fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Shane hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did Floyd fight Shane in his prime? Do you think he fought him in his prime?
Mayweather's defensive mastery made him nearly untouchable during his era. While Crawford's skill set makes him dominant now, he believes Crawford has proven himself at the top level and has the tools to challenge.
Between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd, and I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Who would win that fight?
Floyd.
Floyd would win that fight.
Yes, sir. I
Floyd
love you, Terence.
always figures it out.
Yeah,
yes. he's a chess master.
Yeah, his IQ and
but
that
the
shit
funny
is
thing
crazy.
about it is Terence has been the only other guy that people can say he always figures it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
But you gotta have an OG somewhere.
Anybody else? Yeah.
There's an OG
Somebody
somewhere.
got to pioneer it, right? Yeah, you got to.
There's an OG you can't out-figure out somewhere. And I just believe Floyd is that OG you can't out-figure out.
Even someone of Mayweather's caliber. For Kellerman, the matchup symbolizes the best of two eras. A battle between supreme defense and versatile offense that fans would never forget. Sean Porter reflects on the constant debates surrounding Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather, emphasizing that the comparisons often overshadow their individual greatness. According to him, people naturally lean toward Floyd when asked who will win simply because Mayweather's name is deeply established as an undefeated legend. However, Porter points out that this automatic assumption doesn't give Crawford the credit he deserves.
With your legacy to Floyd Mayweather, how do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah.
He stresses that Mayweather is the original, the pioneer who set the standard for dominance, and that makes him the OG. Still, he acknowledges Crawford's accomplishments and reminds fans that these two fighters belong in different timelines, each excelling in their own era.
51-0 beat Mayweather's record with 50-0. Is that something that you thought about?
I already said I wasn't never gonna beat Mayweather record. That's not something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
To be honest, I was gonna retire if I didn't get this era.
Crawford himself has addressed the never-ending comparisons by making a simple but powerful statement. He admits without hesitation that Floyd Mayweather was the greatest of his era, a fighter who achieved historic dominance and changed the sport. At the same time, Crawford firmly believes that this is his own era, and he is the one setting new standards for greatness today. His view reflects both respect and confidence, highlighting that greatness should not be measured by who beats who in fantasy matchups, but rather by recognizing the top fighter of each generation.
You know, one where he felt like he was at the best, you know, and another where he felt like he was at a disadvantage when he had a rehydration clause and he was younger. So, you know, I don't know, you know, I don't go off of that. You know, Floyd is the best fighter, you know, in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter in my era.
One thing that I thought was really interesting about the fight, I always love watching you switch stances as effortlessly as you do? You didn't do that a lot in this fight. You didn't have to. Were you expecting not to have to?
No, I felt like I could have, but why do something when something else is?
This balanced perspective shows why Crawford is respected not just as a boxer, but also as a thinker of the sport. Crawford has made it clear that fighting Floyd Mayweather is not something he is pursuing. While fans may fantasize about such a matchup, Crawford himself dismisses the idea. Say he doesn't want to chase or beat Floyd. Instead, his focus is on finishing his career on his own terms. This stance reflects maturity, as he is not looking to build his legacy by trying to knock down the legend of a retired fighter.
4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you? Keyshawn beat Tank?
Keyshawn beat everybody. Him and Shakur.
How you feel about them not fighting each other? That's cool?
Yeah, that's cool. They don't need to fight each other.
Was there anybody ever...
They can beat up everybody else.
Was there anybody ever like that in boxing with you? Because not really Sean Porter, right?
No. Nope.
No friends in this business for you?
I think Tim Bradley would have been like that.
Okay.
I think me and Tim Bradley would have been like that. I wouldn't have fought Tim.
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you would have, though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great. But you
Floyd, yeah, because I wasn't as close. Me and Floyd close now, but when Floyd was boxing, I wasn't as close with Floyd like I am now.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. So that fight ain't gonna happen.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
I think you got your answer there.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say...
Instead, Crawford's mindset is about securing his own place in history and retiring with dignity after achieving what he has set out to do. Crawford points to Canelo Alvarez's opinion as significant because Canelo has fought both Mayweather and Crawford.
Question about, because Canelo was asked this question, who's better, Floyd or Crawford, and he immediately went to Crawford. Now, is that recency bias? Is that him protecting his own performance? Is that a veiled shot at Floyd? Probably all of the above. Is it really true? I don't know. And I think Crawford had a great answer. He goes, well, we're different eras. Floyd was, the best of his era. I'm the best of mine, which is a very diplomatic way to go about it. But listen, comparing the two is going to be an endless barbershop conversation that's going to go back and forth over literally the annals of time. I don't think we're ever going to be able to have a distinct argument where you're going to say, this is it. I actually want to do a video where I argue both sides with the same veracity and veracity, because it's that, because there is that much. There is that much about it, and you can, which is an awesome thing, because this is going to be the barbershop. Like, yeah, well, Rocky Marciano, Joe Louis. Well, he knocked out Joe Louis. Yeah, but he's 170. Like, we're gonna. That's the conversation
127 years old.
In real time with guys that we've all seen, literally overlapping errors. So those discussions will always be there. It's great fodder. It's great barbershop debate. In the debate, it's debate. Yeah, it's going to be subjective.
I agree.
I think objectively, I don't think there's a way to really separate.
Yeah, I agree. And I prefer, as I was thinking about it, like, wow, I can't believe I've watched the Floyd era, the Crawford era, the Usyk era. It's like I've gotten to see some really great fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the 90s, when boxing was, everybody was going head to head. There wasn't a guy that stood out like Floyd, Crawford, and Usyk.
When Canelo says Crawford is the better fighter, it holds weight since he has experienced both opponents in the ring. Still, Crawford remains respectful, noting that Mayweather was the best in his own time, and that now it is his turn to be regarded as the greatest of this era.
That you gave Crawford a really good chance. Of course. Did you see on Saturday night exactly why you gave him that chance?
I think so. He's very talented. He's a very disciplined fighter also. He's healthy. And, a lot of people were saying, oh, well, he hasn't fought, or he didn't look too good against Madrimov at 154. How can he look good? He's a talented fighter, and that challenge for him pushed him even harder to train harder and to be better. That challenge, went up against Canelo, moving up 2 divisions, hearing that people are saying, oh, he didn't look too good against Madrimov, so how could he look good at 68? Well, that motivated more, man. He trained hard. He did what he had to do. I always said, I wasn't going to put money on it because it's also very dangerous, right? Canelo's a beast, strong. So I never really, I wasn't going to put money on it, but I did give him a chance. He's got talent, man. He's got skills, and what he did was unbelievable, man. We were, there was another show that we do with Boxing Scene, and we had it right before the fight, at 4 o'clock, before the main card started. And they asked me, what's your final prediction? I said, you know what? I'm going to say it, Crawford by decision. Because I talked to Bomac on Thursday night. They're in Vegas. And he seemed very positive, motivated. So that kind of gave me a little, you know what? My final prediction is Crawford by decision. And he pulled it off.
This balance between Canelo's perspective and Crawford's humility shows that while outside opinions matter, the respect between fighters across generations is equally important in measuring greatness. Crawford doubles down on his respect for Mayweather by calling him a legend and making it clear that there is no real need for a comparison. He stresses that Mayweather's era has already been sealed in history as a period of dominance. While his own time is about building a different kind of legacy by refusing to force a direct rivalry, Crawford frames the conversation in a way that honors both men's careers. This approach not only shuts down unnecessary comparisons, but also elevates the sport by celebrating multiple forms of greatness rather than insisting on one definitive answer